so much for joining today. So this year is really important. So 2024 is an inflection point, and it is such a crucial year for marketers around the world. And that is because of a few different reasons. As most of you know, there are a lot of things that are going to impact all of us that are happening this year. Third-party cookies are going away. AI is accelerating, changing a lot of things we do, a lot of our work, and also many new regulations are coming in. A lot of importance on privacy that's changing a lot of things happening in our worlds. But when I think of inflection points, these are generally times when these are times of pronounced change, but these are also times when there is new opportunity for growth. And for all of us, I think what's not changing is our role. And our role is really to make brands grow and really drive profitable growth for brands and build out brands, right? But the way we're going to do it is going to change. And on top of that, what's also changing is how complex consumer behavior is becoming. So as all good marketers must start with the consumer. So let's talk about the consumer. So today, more than ever, the way consumers research to buy a product is way more complex than it was before. Looking at online data, we see that before buying a product, a consumer would at least look at 5+ online sources. And these could be a search or on maps, or they could be watching an online video. And on top of that, out of all the billions of searches that we see, more than 50% are searches that have never happened before. And to add to that complexity, there are certain other user behaviors that we are seeing. Firstly, people are getting increasingly concerned about how their information is collected and used for advertising and marketing. They really want to feel safe online, and they want to have the ability to control their data. But what makes it really interesting is that in spite of that, they really want brands to show them relevant ads, they want to have very relevant experiences with brands. And regulators and governments are taking note of what users and consumers really care about, and they're taking action. So regulators around the world are looking at how businesses are capturing and using data for marketing and advertising. And this is not just in Europe. This is happening across the world. And by the end of this year, 75% of all personal data online will be under some sort of personal regulation, some sort of a privacy regulation. And that's not all. What's also happening is that third-party cookies are going away. And this obviously has a huge impact on marketing and advertising, right? Because for decades, we've really relied on third-party cookies to show the right ads to the right users at the right time, and also to measure performance of our advertising and marketing. So this really means that marketers will have to invest a lot more in first-party data and in building new relationships with customers to get that data. And the other important piece is that if marketers don't make those changes, then there will be a negative impact on measurement and on functionality of advertising and marketing. And these changes are not sudden. These have been happening over a period of time, and it's just a lot of that is coming together now, and we will see the impact of that now. But if you see over the last few years, a lot of these things have been coming in, and especially when it comes to the regulations, it's a lot about user transparency, control, consent. It's a lot about how data is protected and used. So to really summarize, these two changes are going to impact marketing the most: regulatory changes and technology changes. And GA4 is really built keeping this in mind. GA4 is really committed to privacy, to a privacy first solutions. And GA4 really allows you to collect and enrich first party data in a very privacy safe way. And it also helps you sort of use this data and to understand your customers, understand the customer journeys better. And also, as cookies are going away, it really helps you use first party data to fill the gaps from the cookie deprecation and fill the gaps that will happen on the measurement restrictions that will come about. Yeah, so GA4 is a really, really powerful tool, and it enables businesses to really understand the complex multi-platform journeys of their customers while really prioritizing user privacy.